Most people think shade gardens die in October. Wrong. These 8 perennials are about to blow your mind with color, texture, and pure drama. Stay until number 6. It's literally called Naked Ladies, and it's absolutely stunning. And if you've given up on your shade garden after summer, this changes everything. Hi. Welcome back to D-Plant Studio. Today we're covering the most stunning shade perennials that actually peak in October. Not just survive, they thrive. These are non-invasive, low maintenance, and honestly, they'll make you excited about fall gardening again. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we're all about creating gardens that look incredible year-round without the stress. Let's dive in. Plant 1, Japanese Anemone. We're starting strong with the Japanese Anemone, absolute garden royalty. This plant blooms prolifically from late August through October with delicate poppy-like flowers that seem to float above the foliage. You get colors from pure white to deep rose pink. And here's the best part, it thrives in full to partial shade. Actually prefers shade. It's non-invasive, clump-forming, and deer-resistant, which is a huge win if you have deer problems like I do. For care, give it moist, well-drained soil. Fair warning, it takes about a year to establish. But once it settles in, unstoppable. Just let it do its thing. Design-wise, plant these in masses for a cloud-like effect. When they're backlit by autumn sun, they're absolutely magical. You can use them in cottage gardens, woodland settings, or even contemporary designs. They're that versatile. This is hands down one of the most elegant shade perennials you can grow. Plant 2, Cyclamen hederifolium. Okay, this is where it gets exciting. Hardy cyclamen. These bloom from September through November, with these swept-back butterfly flowers in pink and white. But here's the secret that most people don't know. The foliage is even more stunning than the flowers. We're talking marbled silver-patterned leaves that last all winter into spring. It's like someone hand-painted each leaf. Absolutely gorgeous. And get this, hardy cyclamen is perfect for dry shade under trees where nothing else will grow. You know that impossible spot under your maple tree? This is your answer. It's non-invasive, and it actually improves with age as it self-seeds gently and forms these beautiful carpets. Plant the tubers shallow, really shallow, like just barely covered. They love leaf mold, and once established, they're drought-tolerant. For design, carpet them under trees and shrubs. They pair beautifully with ferns. This is one of those plants that makes people stop and ask, what is that? Pro tip, the leaves appear after flowering, so you get 2 seasons of interest. Flowers in fall, incredible foliage, all winter. That's a win-win. Plant 3, toad lily. If you want drama, meet the toad lily. These have exotic orchid-like flowers with intricate spots and markings. Peak bloom is late September through October, and each flower is like a work of art. Seriously, look at those markings. It's like nature got creative with a paintbrush. They love full shade and consistent moisture, which makes them perfect for those really shady spots. They're non-invasive with a well-behaved clumping habit, so you don't have to worry about them taking over. Give them rich, organic soil and protect them from slugs. Slugs love shade gardens, unfortunately. Mulch them well in winter. Here's my design tip. Plant these along pathways or at eye level in raised beds so you can actually appreciate the details up close. Those intricate patterns are too beautiful to miss. They work in Asian-inspired gardens, woodland gardens, and contemporary designs. These look tropical, but they're hardy to zone 4. Nature is wild. Plant 4, autumn fern. Who says ferns are boring? Not this one. Autumn fern produces stunning copper-red new growth in October, and in spring too, so you get it twice a year. This creates incredible contrast in the shade garden when you have those bright copper fronds against the mature green ones. It's semi-evergreen in warmer zones, so you get year-round interest. This thrives in full to partial shade. It's non-invasive, clump-forming, and virtually pest-free. Like you plant it and forget it. Just give it moist soil. That's it. Extremely low maintenance once it's established. For design, use this as textural filler between your blooming perennials. It's stunning with hardy cyclamen, the silver leaves against those copper fronds. Chef's kiss. This is the secret weapon for adding color without flowers. Not everything needs to bloom to be beautiful. Plant 5, Heuchera coral bells. Now we're talking about Heuchera, but specifically the premium dark-leaved varieties. Things like obsidian, black taffeta, forever purple. Here's what most people don't realize. Heuchera in October is a completely different plant than summer heuchera. Cool October temperatures intensify the foliage colors to their absolute peak. Deep purples, near blacks, burgundies, and bronzes. They're on fire. You get year-round foliage interest, plus delicate flower spikes as a bonus in spring and early summer. They love full to partial shade, they're non-invasive, and they're evergreen in many zones. Give them well-drained soil, that's important, and divide them every 3-4 years to keep them vigorous. They also make fantastic container plants. Design-wise, use these dark varieties as contrast against silvers and light greens. They make everything around them pop. Use them as edging, container accents, or mask them as ground cover. October is when these plants earn their keep. The foliage is absolutely stunning. And we're not talking about those dated green varieties from the 90s. We're talking modern, dramatic showstoppers. Plant 6, Colchicum. This is the plant I promised you. It's called Naked Ladies, and you're about to see why. Colchicum has large, chalice-shaped flowers that appear in October with no leaves. The flowers literally emerge from bare ground, hence the name Naked. The leaves don't show up until spring. You get these gorgeous lavender pink, rose, or white flowers just popping up out of nowhere. It's weird, it's wonderful, and it's absolutely stunning. They tolerate shade to part shade beautifully, and they're non-invasive. They'll naturalize into drifts over time, which just gets better and better. Quick safety note, all parts are toxic if ingested, so keep them away from pets and children. Just something to be aware of. Plant the corms in late summer. They like well-drained soil, and they're actually drought-tolerant once established. For design, plant them under deciduous trees or even in lawn areas where you can let them naturalize. Imagine coming home in October and seeing dozens of these flowers emerging from your lawn. It's magical. The name is quirky, but these flowers are seriously elegant. This is a must-try. Plant 7, Snakeroot. If you want a plant that stops people in their tracks, this is it. We're talking about snakeroot, specifically varieties like Hillside Black Beauty or Brunette. These have deep purple-black foliage all season long, really dark, almost black. Then in October, they erupt with fragrant white bottle brush flowers that shoot up 3 to 5 feet tall. The contrast is absolutely stunning. It's like Gothic elegance in plant form. These thrive in partial to full shade. They're non-invasive and clump-forming. They need moist soil, and in really windy sites, you might need to stake them. But they're very cold hardy, zone 3 hardy, so they can handle serious winters. Plant these at the back of your borders for height and drama. They work in contemporary designs, cottage gardens, and woodland settings. This is the plant garden designers use when they want to show off. When people visit your garden in October, and this thing is standing there with those dark leaves and white spikes, they're going to freak out. In a good way. Plant 8, Hardy Begonia. Last but absolutely not least, the hardy begonia. This plant gives you continuous bloom from August through October. Frosts. We're talking pink or white flowers that just keep coming and coming. It has gorgeous angel wing leaves, and here's a fun detail. Flip the leaves over. The undersides are red, beautiful. Now these are actually winter hardy, which shocks people because we're used to begonias being houseplants. But hardy begonia is a different species. It's tough. It's perfect for full shade, like one of the absolute best options for really deep shade. And it self-sows gently, but it's not invasive. If you get seedlings, they're easy to control or share with friends. Give it moist, well-drained soil and mulch heavily in zone 6 and colder. In zone 7 and up, it's basically bulletproof. For design, mass plant these under trees. Pair them with ferns and cyclamen for this layered woodland look that's just gorgeous. If you only try one plant from this list for October shade, make it this one. This is the most reliable October bloomer for deep shade. I cannot recommend it enough. Now let's talk about putting these stunners together for maximum impact. Here's my October magic combination. Start with a bottom layer of Cyclamen hederifolium with those marbled leaves as a carpet. Add hardy begonia and toad lily in the middle layer for flower. Put that dark snake root in the back for height and drama. Then scatter autumn ferns throughout for texture. This combination is unbeatable. Or try my elegant contrast combo, white Japanese anemones with dark Heuchera underneath, hardy cyclamen at the base, and autumn ferns for texture. Very sophisticated. Got a problem spot under a tree? Here's your solution. Naturalize colchicum in the grass or mulch, carpet with hardy cyclamen, and tuck autumn ferns in pockets around the base. Done. The design principles are simple. Layer your heights, tall in back, short in front. Mix textures, fine things like ferns with bold things like Heuchera. Create color contrast, dark foliage against light flowers. And make sure everything peaks in October for that maximum show. When you put these combinations together, you're creating something really special. Quick care essentials for October shade success. Soil. Most of these love rich, organic, well-drained soil. Add compost annually, and you're golden. Water. Keep them consistently moist, especially during establishment. Mulch really helps retain moisture and regulate soil temperature. Light. All of these thrive in full to partial shade, which makes them perfect for those problem areas where nothing else will grow. Maintenance. Mostly low maintenance, just let them establish that first year, then they pretty much take care of themselves. October care, deadhead spent blooms if you want to keep things tidy. But leave the foliage until spring, add mulch before the ground freezes. And here's the thing, fall, especially October, is actually perfect for planting most of these. They'll establish their roots before winter and then explode with growth next spring. There you have it, 8 absolutely stunning shade perennials that prove October can be your garden's best month. Which one are you most excited to try? Comment below, I want to know. Are you Team Hardy Begonia or Team Naked Ladies? Let me know. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for weekly garden inspiration. We're just getting started with fall content, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Want a free printable guide with all these plants, care tips, and design ideas? Link is in the description below. Just download it and take it with you to the garden center. Thanks for watching To Plant Studio, and remember, shade gardens don't have to be boring. They just need the right plants. I'll see you in the next one. Happy planting!